What is going on, Queen City Reefers? Welcome to another episode here with Queen City Reefs and more. I know it's been a long time. It is definitely time for another video here on Queen City Reefs and more, and this time we're gonna base it off this tank, the Innovative Marine SR2 Pro, which is the Shallow Reef version of the Innovative Marine. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm gonna give you an update right now on the noise level. The issue here that I think I'm having is I want maximum power to be coming out of the outputs there, but if I get maximum power, I have all this noise. So what you hear there is what I hear in my living room. And my living area is literally right behind me, right there. That's where we chill. These tanks right here actually come with a little plastic over the overflow that you can actually move up and down, and it's a way to kind of figure out the level of water that you want in the tank. I have found that when you raise it, it actually, the noise level becomes a lot less, right? It's not as annoying as what you hear now. But the issue is that I already am at the top, and this is with it lowered down. If I raise it any higher, I get too close to that edge, which then doesn't give me a lot of room for error, right? Error as in overfilling with the auto top-off unit or something in that nature, you know. Knowing me, if it can happen, it will, and I definitely want to avoid that. I'm gonna bring some orange glasses here so I can show you the stock, but I think, and I know I'm saying I think, but I think I have found the aquascape that I want. I might move one or two things around, but the vision of this tank is coming alive, and that is a rock wall coming from that way down, same here, with a path through the middle, which kind of gives you the same look as what some of these freshwater tanks have, right? Now, of course, there's a lot going on in this area right here, and this eventually will go away. But for right now, this is what I have. Now, let me go ahead and get some orange glasses so I can get you to see what's going on inside the tank. And here we go. All right, so as you can see right here, this is sort of my torch island. This side of the tank will be mainly torches. At the top, you see chalices, and I know you normally would think that they shouldn't go to the top where there's a lot of par level, but if you can see here, the light system that I have has some shades, and so where the chalices are, as you can see, are to the right, and there's not a lot of par going on in that area. So far, so good with them there. We move to the middle, and I have some of these aqua rocks, I think is what they're called, trees that I put frags of hammers. I'm not sure what I want to do with them. I wanted to just kind of get an idea of what they look like in a tank and see if I can warm up to them, but so far no luck. Here you'll see that this is my hammer island, along with to the left of that is my Ghani island. Some of these hammers, like the one that you see right in the front, I'm not sure what's going on. You know how they say if everything else looks great in the tank, is as you can see, everything is as puffy and as, you know, nice as it can be, don't mess with it, right? But I just couldn't help it. I couldn't help it, and I dipped this in some antibacterial solution, and it looked like it was going to be okay, but it did not. And it was that with my cotton candy torch, along with a different torch that I ended up completely losing, which I was bummed about. But there were 3 corals total that ended up suffering from what I believe to be brown jelly, because from one day to another, it was, you know, tentacles one day, and the next day it was all brown. You know how whenever all that brown detritus collects in the corner of a tank or wherever it collects in the tank, how that's kind of what I related to. It's like it looked like a lot of detritus had collected on top of the coral, and it was just that the tentacles had melted into what I believe they call brown jelly. Now, all the other Ghanis here are doing very well. No issues. I did dip more than just the ones that were affected. I dipped the ones that were close to it. And so far, those look pretty good. But here it is. I mean, there's not a lot to it. I wanted to kind of bring you along because I know I haven't done a lot of updates on this tank. And the last update you saw was the last scape that I had. And it's been through a lot since then. I still have the same fish, which is a 6-line wrasse, to a pair of the red-headed wrasses, a male and a female, And I recently added a flashing tilefish, but I have not seen that, guys, ever since I put it in. And being that there's a wall of rock right there and a rock of wall right there, I wouldn't doubt that it's been hiding in one of these piles and really doesn't need to come out because there's a lot of flow in here that then I'm sure that the food gets to where it needs to go and he gets to eat without having to come out. I'm at least hopeful that that's what the case is, because we've looked around the tank and we haven't really seen any dried up fish yet. So I'm hoping that it's still in there somewhere, just, you know, waiting for the day that he feels comfortable to come out. So it's late in the evening now, and that's why the tank looks blue. These are the XR15 blues, so it is more on the bluer side. I tend to run the lights in full AB plus spectrum, and so during like the afternoon, it gets a lot brighter than this and still looks blue, but a little bit more white than what it does now, because I feel like when it starts dimming down, they start going more into that Windex blue. But if there's anything I could change, I wish I had the pros instead of the blues. I actually have started to really like what the whites make corals look like and how more natural everything looks. And that's a lot thanks to the Atlas that we talked about in one of the previous videos. If you haven't checked that out, I introduced the Quanta Atlas lights in one of those videos, and definitely gonna do an update here pretty soon on how I like them. I'll tell you right now, the corals look amazing, and I kid you not, they look amazing. But it's still a little too white for me, so I like that crisp white, right? And these lights have that yellow tintish, like the tank looks yellowish. And then I turn on the T5s, which helps a little bit, but not a lot. So I don't know how much these helix bars that are supposed to be blue bars will really help if the T5s that I'm running two on each side barely make a difference. So, but at the end of the day, I do grow coral to then sell, and I think as long as I can get that out of them, I'll be completely happy, because so far, when I tell you, and I will bring an update here very soon, they look amazing. They make the corals look amazing, and the polyp extension, I just feel like I've hit that G spot, right? For the corals when it comes to these lights. And you know what? I'm gonna stop talking about it, because then I know you're gonna be like, well, why aren't you just not showing it? Well, like I said, it's late in the evening, so the lights are not on. Only the T5s are on. So there's nothing I really could show you, not yet at least. But to finish here on this tank here, this is gonna be predominantly LPS corals, as you can see. Ghani's, one of my favorite corals. Hammer's another one of my favorite corals, and torches. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All that's going on in this tank. So far, so good. I'm definitely enjoying it, except for the noise. The noise level, I am still trying to work a way to be able to still get a lot of output on those output return nozzles, and still be able to maybe decrease the noise level. If you have this tank, this again is the Innovative Marine 80 gallon, the SR2 Pro. If you have this tank and you have it to where it's quiet, I definitely would appreciate you maybe sending me an email to support@queencityreefs.com, reaching out to me on our Facebook page and letting me know what is it that you have done in order to get it to be quiet, because I'm definitely interested. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I apologize for the delayed videos. I'm tired of really telling you the excuses, because it's really the same thing. It's just I'm busy. I'm, you know, full-time job at work, you know, almost full-time job here with the coral business. You know, thanks to y'all have really kept me very busy, and I really hope that, you know, you continue to follow our website for new inventory every other week, and, you know, stay tuned for what's to come. I again thank you all, and then the kids also keep me busy, and my wife, of course, and, you know, we're around the holidays, so a little tough, but again, you know, the videos will definitely keep coming, and if I ever decide that I will no longer make any content for YouTube, I will definitely let you know and not just leave you hanging. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. I will catch y'all on the next one.